my Twin Flame Collective. I'm taking a look at what is happening in my Twin Flame Fire Sign Collective. Okay, so if you have fire in your chart or your person, your divine masculine, your divine counterpart is a fire sign, then this may be for you. Okay, I'm being led to medium whether or not you and your twin flame are contracted to, whether it is your soul desire, whether your soul has come here to be together or not, or whether you're coming into activation, your initial activation, coming together and activating your twin flame journey is for another purpose. Now, if this is the first time watching one of my videos, then you might not have heard me say this, or perhaps you've missed it in the past. A twin flame connection is a spiritual awakening. You're a tripart being. You have a mind, a body, two separate minds, two separate bodies, one soul. Okay, when you incarnated into these bodies, because this 3D reality is made up of duality, that's how it exists. Everything on this plane exists through duality. We came into two bodies, each representing, each persona, each body, representing that duality, the positive polarity and the negative polarity. Not meaning that the one is good and the other is bad, different energies. Okay, so it is about a spiritual awakening, and at the heart of your twin flame journey is your calling to help the collective come into greater awareness and awaken to help the collective's activation in the area of agape love, unconditional love, learning what unconditional love really is and how to embody it. It's one thing to know and understand it intellectually. It is a very different thing to practice a high enough vibration consistently that you can embody it. Okay? More consistently. So that is at the heart of your awakening. And if that is not your priority, then you will be like the Israelites going round and round in the desert for 40 years. For what? Yeah, 40 years. It's an awful long time to stay stuck. But that is not what a twin flame, what your awakening is about. You do elevate, you do grow. You cannot get it wrong, but you can pinch yourself off and then remain stuck in certain cycles or certain patterns in old programming and feeling the pain thereof, because there's the gap between an old version of self and who you are becoming is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, so are you and your twin flame, your divine counterpart, contracted to be together? Are you meant to be together in this life? Because we don't come into every life meaning to be with the intention of being together, sharing a partnership, a romantic partnership for that matter. So if you're curious to know if you are, let's take a look. I'm just going to look at the background of your connection a little bit first. It'll help you to know if also to know if this message is for you. Okay, so we take a look at what's brought you and your counterpart to this place. Okay, so this is the kind of connection in which everything was synchronized. You meeting one another at the perfect time, and then upon meeting one another, suddenly having these vivid dreams about past lives together. For some of you, you might have already started having dreams about this person before you even met them. So there is this sense of the stars aligning in a perfect way for the two of you to meet, so that when you met one another, there were already all of these signs and synchronicities that came into place. And there was this instant recognition and knowing. A lot of deep telepathic connection, lots of dreaming about one another, or going into meditation and seeing one another, having conversations and interactions. Okay, that initial activation and all of these experiences were meant to give you the tools so that you could take a closer look at your connection and what is really happening for you with this dynamic. The power of the connection activating your own spiritual awakening. But I find that your person might have found this might have experienced this process to be overwhelming and burdensome. Wondering if they had what it takes to get there, to get to that overall balance that you see here with the tree of life, you see. Allowing for the change that needed to take place, and the balance and the healing and the wisdom to come into play in a way that this abundance and the fulfillment of this connection was meant to bring for the both of you. I do feel that your person became really stuck on that mountain. Possibly gave up before they even got started, because all they could see was this massive mountain ahead. So it became bigger and bigger and overwhelming in their minds, seeing challenges, for seeing problems and issues, and most importantly, just not believing that they have the capacity to climb this mountain in a way that, with strength and courage, in a way that they would make it. Fear came into play here, and fear was at the heart of this hindrance and this blockage in your connection. How is it that this person feels about my fire sign collective? How is it that they feel about my fire sign collective? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Feelings. This person feels stuck. They feel stuck. They cannot move forward because they cannot move forward. They cannot move forward from you. It's as if since you came into this person's life, everything was turned upside down, and not in a bad way. And suddenly, truths and awareness was revealed to this person of yours, and there is a big separation between old beliefs and perspectives and what they've come to experience, and they're really struggling to bring those truths together to create their now truth, their now knowing. So I feel as though they're stuck. They're not able to move past this. They're still stuck on you and on this connection. And they're stuck because they are trying to find their own truth, their own sense of stability. This person is not moved on from this connection. So if you're wondering if this person is in another relationship, if they're in love with somebody else, no, this person, even if they're living with someone, whatever your story may be, or person's situation may be, this person shows up in their energy as being single. They're not emotionally invested or connected to somebody. This person is focusing on themselves, on their own financial abundance, on their own stability. And deep down, they really want to forget. They do want to forget you. They want to move on from this connection, because the way that things have turned out here has been very painful. They're not emotionally fulfilled. And I think they blame the fact that you're still on their mind, that you still you're a subject that still comes up a lot. You still hold space in their mind and in their heart. And I think that they have started to contribute this dissatisfaction. And unhappiness with the memories of you. And it's so silly, because if they would just get over their bogus beliefs and their fears, they would realize that the more they try and walk away from this and move away from this, the more uncomfortable it becomes. But Spirit says this is part of their journey. Most of us have to leave home in search of ourselves, only to realize that the part of us that we are searching for is back home. But the journey matters, and this is their journey. So this must be a painful period for you, and you're wondering if this is if it's in your head, because it looks like your person's making so much effort to create more and more distance between you, doesn't seem to care, doesn't seem to want to be in contact or want to be a part of your life. The truth is, deep down, it's the opposite. But they're at war. They're conflicted internally, because there is their beliefs and their desires, and it's not in the same place. So what do? They demonize their desires. They make their desires bad. Are you meant to be together in this life? Are you contracted to be together in this life? Is your twin flame going to find their way back to you? Are you going to find your way back to one another? Yes. Yes. The more you grow in your relationship with yourself, at this moment you just seem out of reach to this person. You don't seem to fit with one another. You seem to be in worlds apart. You seem to be, the honest truth is that your person thinks that you're too good for them. But this is wish fulfillment. This is the kind of stability and security you want. Spirit says that the more you grow in your security, in your relationship with self, the more secure you become in your life experience, and the less you need this person to behave a certain way, the more you grow, the more independent you become. So it doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. Your happiness is untainted. You are unmoved. You are still happy and stable. When you get to that point, justice comes in here. Both you and your person needs to get to a particular point in your relationship with yourself. And that's when it looks as though you're moving away from one another. You come full circle and you meet again. But Spirit is very clear. It is your work to ensure that you are in harmony and that your heart chakra is open in every area of your life that works right now. Everything that is in your experience now matters. And that you give that value, and that you do your work. Interact with the people that you interact with, the relationships that you do have in your life now, with an open heart chakra, okay, in your fullness. And that you work on your self-concepts all the time. Self-concepts meaning, what is it you believe about yourself, loving yourself, appreciating yourself, working on that day and night, making sure that your relationship with yourself grows in love, deeper and deeper, more and more each and every day. And when you start to make that your priority, what I mean by that is, we can understand intellectually that something's important. And we can set an intention that we want to love ourselves more. And then 3 or 4 days go by without us thinking about it. And then something happens that is uncomfortable and we think, oh, I really need to love myself more. Now we implement it again. So we're still reactive. I'm talking about being so deliberate that you make that your priority before you do anything else. You check with self first, check in. Okay, this friend has asked me to do that. would me doing that contribute to my self-love? How would me doing that for this person, where would it put me, the relationship with me? Is me doing this particular thing, thinking this particular thought, having this particular conversation, is it kind to me or is it unkind to me? Is it something that hurts me? Is it something that keeps me stuck in a dark and negative cycle, or is it something that uplifts me? That's what I mean about making it a priority. And when you start to do that, the tides will shift here, because the answer is that you and your twin flame have contracted to be together here. It is both your soul desire to be together, but the same way that your divine counterpart is ignorant of the soul's urging and of their desires, as if their desires don't matter, and as if they need to be afraid of their desires, as if their desires are evil. So they're constantly living and processing and making decisions from here because they're so afraid of making a mistake. They're completely being misguided. They're shooting themselves in the foot and trying to take a step forward. And you're doing the same in the way that you treat yourself, and in the way that you make what this person is doing and what other people are doing and how other people are treating you the focus of your experience. So how you feel about yourself, what you do, the choices you make, the actions you take, how you're going to move through your day depends on what other people have or have not done. So if somebody said something that's hurtful, you'll spend the next day thinking about it, meditating on it, and allowing it to really soil your energy, instead of letting it be that person's stuff and focusing on you, your thoughts, how you treat people, how you feel, what makes you happy. Staying in your lane is a learnt process, and it means unlearning old processes. And when it comes to your twin flame connection, the power is in your hands. Everything that happens in this dynamic, whether the energy pushes away or attracts, is entirely up to, it's dependable on what you're doing. Okay, you're the creator of your reality. And when you have certain things active, and the nice thing about this twin flame dynamic is the way that your person behaves, their actions tells you what's going on energetically within you. So the things that you tend to judge about them is actually stuff that you also struggle with in a different way, in your energy, in your beliefs, in how you see the world, in how you see yourself. So allow that mirroring to serve you, because that's your choice. Do I stay in my ego and point a finger and blame, or do I see this for what it is, that my divine masculine, my divine counterpart, is actually showing me what is active within me that I am not willing to see in myself, but that is holding me back, so that I can go focus there on fixing things here in my energy based on what's being shown to me. Okay, some advice for my fire sign twin flame collective. Do yourself a favor and surround yourself with positive, uplifting new friends. Can't make this up. It's exactly what I was saying earlier on. If you have that group of friends that is constantly complaining about what's happening in their lives, and they're constantly zoning into what is not working out for you and over analyzing it in a negative way and trying to fix it, and stay away from those people, because there is a lack of wisdom there. When we keep talking about a subject that is uncomfortable, we're talking about it because it's a problem, because we don't want it, and we don't realize we're giving it more energy, and so you're only attracting more of that. And here's the thing, if you sit in company where you have another person complaining about a particular area in their life, you're giving it attention, you're focusing on it, guess what starts to happen? you start attracting those same problems that that other person is complaining about. Advice from Spirit is surround yourself with positive, uplifting friends during this month. Be mindful about who you spend time with. And when you are in company and you can feel the vibration of conversation in your emotions, if you feel positive and you feel uplifted and you feel love and you feel satisfaction, then that's where you want to be. But if you're feeling edgy and frustrated and irritated and triggered and upset, and memories of things that you didn't like are triggered through that conversation, then that means that you need to leave. That's not where you want to be. So that is your advice, my Twin Flame Collective. Remember, you are here shining light for the rest of the collective. You've already done so much for the universe, for this world, in our expansion. You are enough, you are valuable. And when you use your experience as an excuse for pain and for discomfort and for unhappiness, you are being unkind to yourself. Because you can look at your situation, any situation, from a perspective of well-being that will make you feel better. And that's kinder, and that's where you want to be, because that's when you attract all the things into your life that you want, including your counterpart. You are meant to be together. The two of you do both have a soul desire to be together. So what you're doing right now is you're working out the ego stuff. You've got to go through the process of sifting and sorting through your beliefs. The beliefs that you still hold active, that are not serving you, that keep you apart from the love that you are, that causes your heart chakra to constrict and not open. It's unorganic. It's not who you really are. Okay. That is your message, beloved. I hope you enjoyed the reading and that it serves you, benefits you in some way, has brought you some insight. Comment and let me know how. And if you're interested in taking a closer look at a personal situation, perhaps you'd like to get a personal reading to confirm whether or not this reading was in fact for you, because remember, it is for a collective, then you're welcome to do so. My email address is in the description box below. And if you'd like to sign up for my Twin Flame coaching, where I can teach you and guide you through your personal process to welcome your Twin Flame into your life, to attract your Twin Flame into your life. You are not creating something that is unnatural. Energetically, you are already together. On a soul level, you are one. So it is the most natural thing to let this person into your experience in a way that is loving and kind and warm and satisfactory. And you can do that through a set of processes that help you to line up with your awakening. Okay. So if you're interested in receiving some help coaching with that, you can contact me. Email is in the description box below. Whatever you choose to do, beloved, do what is best for you. You're beautiful. And as I say, you've already done so much. Keep your heart chakra open. It is so healing. It is so beneficial for the collective. We're all in this together. Be kind to yourself. And remember that you don't have to do this on your own. You can. We all have free will. Or you can receive support and guidance from those who have experience, who have gone through the dark woods many, many times before, and can shine a light on the easiest way for you to get where you'd like to be, to close the gap between where you are and where you should be, where your inner being already is. Okay. Love and light. Take care. I'll chat to you guys next time. Bye now.